Hello YouTube and welcome back to our Let's Play of Mars Warlogs. In our last episode we took on the Mole Queen, got her defeated after a couple tries, fairly difficult battle, and we also stumbled upon a quest right at the end involving the dogs. They really look like anteaters, but they're the dogs of this universe and a disease that's been affecting them. So we did a portion of the main quest, kind of right there at the end. Got involved in a side quest that appears to be pretty interesting, and we're going to get a little scavenging done here. Overall, so far, I'm having a good time with the game. You know, it definitely brings something unique to the RPG genre, as opposed to your just standard fare fantasy RPG. And we'll run in here and we will
What can I
speak
do for
with
you,
Saul.
I'm guessing you heard about what's happening with the dogs. They look sick, and I don't know if there's a doctor around here.
We got a male nurse, of course. Well, he could be a doctor as far as I know. He's at the sand bath just now. Some of the new arrivals seem a bit ripe.
Ah, didn't think of him. Thanks.
Okay. And we'll just go back to our war log here. And this is one of our side quests. We can see it's updated to let us know to find the doctor. And it looks like we will go to Camp 19 right in here to the mess. Also our main quest. I didn't show it on the screen, but we're also supposed to meet our sidekick in the mess hall, so I think we'll actually do that on the way. So far we're putting the pieces together to escape from this POW camp. Probably going to be doing a full review of this game on Monday. I know there are a couple of them out there now, but I'd like to give my review of, you know, and just kind of sum up my experience with the Let's Play. And there's our guy, Innocence, who we saved from Fatso and his crew.
So, the power plant?
I got them to think I'm a hotshot, so they let me walk around pretty much everywhere. I found a transformer. Apparently, that's where you can deactivate the train's protective devices.
Thanks to you, we should be able to pull off this escape when the time comes. All we have to do is get into the power plant.
Thanks. I tried my best.
You did the job. Better you should come with me now. We got lots of things to do if we want to pull this escape off.
I'll do my best to help you.
We have to pick up the weapons I stashed, get some water, and get the mutants to revolt.
The mutants? What for?
It'll be a great diversion. So, if you're ready, let's go.
Okay, so we're getting a little deeper into Roy's escape plan here, and we also did manage through that to gain a level. So let's go take a look at our character skills here. We've been going down the Renegade, the stealth path, and we've got 4 points to spend. I do want to improve my health. You see the hot shot skill here. Gives us some advantages with the nail gun. Subtlety. Subtlety is actually pretty interesting. Armed attacks. Giving us an increased wound chance. I think we had something over here that was increasing our critical chance, which is another pretty important thing to our play style. I think right now I'm going to stick with upgrading that skill and upgrading our sand throw. As you saw in the last video, the mole people who are already obviously blind were pretty much immune to our sand attack, but it has proved useful. I don't know if it's better to spread your points around, but I'm pretty much sticking with the renegade, kind of the stealth path. So, and you can see here we now have 3 feat points, and we'll see what we can spend those on. Looks like right now we can either get Snooper, which increases our chances of loot. Well, I like the ones that give me bonus experience, so I'll go ahead and take the bonus experience. So far, the leveling up it's pretty rewarding. Not a big action RPG player. More into kind of Dragon Age style games. This is probably more in the vein of a game like Witcher, where you actually, or even like an Oblivion. I guess Oblivion was first person, but I like kind of the more tactical, where everything is based on crunching of numbers in an RPG. But I'm sure this isn't the best action RPG that's ever been made, but even though it's not particularly my style of game, I'm enjoying it.
Hey, Doc. Listen, there's a serious problem with the dogs. They're all going crazy and attacking anything that moves.
Ah, I have the feeling there'll soon be more visits to the infirmary. And if people can get it, it could get serious.
You think there could be a cure?
I have no idea. I'm not a vet. And you're taking a huge risk if it's contagious.
I'll try and find a vet, with a bit of luck. Thanks, Doc.
Okay, so the doc, he wasn't much help at all. The doctor / male nurse. Looks like we're going to need a veterinarian. Maybe there's someone locked up in here who used to train the war dogs for our side. Don't want people to lose the narrative. This is a POW camp, and we're playing as Roy with our partner Innocence. We're both prisoners of war, and we're orchestrating a grand plan for escape. And we are also somewhat lost. It is easy to get turned around in this game. It really is. Just check our map here. Okay, looks like we do want to go to the crater. I'm going to go back and talk to Saul. He's the guy that gave me kind of the bum tip to talk to the doctor. And this is one of those games, just because you're watching my playthrough, that's no reason not to get involved and play the game, because this game has story arcs and paths. The game will play out differently depending on your choices.
What can I do for you, prisoner?
Actually, I need a veterinarian. Got any ideas?
Well, there's Doc Food. He was a vet, one of yours before the war. Don't know if he'd want to heal his enemies' guard dogs, though. Personally, I'd tell him to fuck off.
Where can I find him?
Why do you think he's called Doc Food?
Oh, in the kitchen. Right. Okay. I'll go look for him there.
Okay, so now we're looking for Doc Food. I'm not sure if that's some kind of translation thing where that, you know, maybe sounds clever in another language and doesn't play so well in this one, or because I believe this game was developed. I can't remember where the developers were from. They're not native to our country, to America. So I think that accounts for maybe some of the dialogue, maybe seeming a little dry or a little off, maybe by what we're used to as the, you know, the voice acting is what it is, but some of the actual scripting is a little awkward, and I don't think this is a, you know, a game that has English as its first language. I think it's been maybe interpreted into English.
Heard you're a vet.
Ah, haven't heard that for a while. Yeah, I'm a vet and I got stuck in front of the oven. So what? What do you want a vet for, eh?
I don't know, maybe you heard. The dogs are going crazy and attacking everyone. There's these strange white patches on their bodies.
Shit. Okay. I'll need samples of the patches, and their saliva too. And with what we got here to do the analysis with, I'll need some materials. I'll go see the dog master. With a bit of luck, I'll be able to take some samples.
Well, the doc said people might be able to get it.
The doc doesn't know anything about animals. I understand why he's worried, but still, to each his job. If you bring me the samples, I should be able to put together a cure.
All right, I'll bring you the samples.
Okay, so this guy doesn't seem to think that humans can be infected by the disease, but the most important thing is that we're going to be collecting some samples from some of the sick dogs. I hate to keep jumping back into the inventory screen here and into the log screen, but okay, so collect samples from 3 dogs. And I believe I did see the handyman just a bit ago. We'll check here. We've got a couple of main quests. Maybe we'll run across the dogs while we're completing these. Okay, so we can either make all necessary preparations for escape. Well, that's obviously not something we can just do. I think that's an amalgam of these other quests here. Gain access to the drilling well. Not sure how we're going to complete that. Ask about the rebel mutant at the recruitment office. Or find a prisoner with access to the cistern. I know where the recruitment office is, so we will head to the recruitment office. I had someone on my first video post a comment question, which I did respond to, and what they were asking about is if this was an avatar that I had created for the character, essentially, whether or not there was character creation in the game. And I think I did mention that in the first video. There isn't any real character creation in this game. There's customization. You pretty much determine who this guy is outside of the avatar itself. His clothing is basically based on the equipment you have. So everything except for, you know, the actual physical representation or visual representation of the character you're playing is pretty much up to you. And the customization is, you know, it's pretty good. You know, for a budget title, I've been pretty impressed with what it's had to offer so far for a price tag of $19.99. You're getting a pretty solid game.
If I understood right, a mutant attacked a guard. What happened?
Just a mutant going a bit haywire. Maybe he got the dog sickness. Who knows? He hit a guard and he's been hiding since. Our technomancer didn't like that too much. He said whichever of us nails him will get a promotion. And it wouldn't be a good idea for the other skin jobs to hide him. I know our technomancer. He said he'd kill 10 if we didn't find the guy. And he'll do it.
Seems a bit drastic, don't you think? Better off not having a riot. I'm gonna take a look at the dust, in case I happen to find that smartass of yours. Don't particularly want to find myself in the middle of a new war.
Yeah, you do that. But if you find him, don't try anything. Come back and talk to me first.
And it looks like this is the guy to talk to, because you can also tell us about Cistern.
Right.
Which we're going to have to find a guy who can get us in there.
Right. Why do I have the feeling that there are better uses for a rebel mutant than turning him into the guard?
Okay.
Shut your mouth, you fucking monster! Hey, looky here. It's almost ready to bite. Come on, don't look me in the eye. Drop your eyes or you'll get it.
Huh. Easier to train than a dog.
Yeah, but lots more disgusting. Rather have a dog by far.
What's going on here?
Hey, it's all right, Roy. We're just teasing the animal a bit. We're bored out of our skulls.
I can find some other way for you guys to keep busy, if you want.
Shit, you defending the mutie or you just like pissing everybody off?
Get the fuck out of here.
You're right. You're lucky there are guards around. We're not the Fatso's gang. We know how to fight.
And apparently they also know how to walk away. And maybe we can talk to this guy now that we saved him, or no? It doesn't look like we can actually talk to him, so I do want to try to get into the mutant area here. Oh, man, looks like we've managed to find ourselves one of the dogs. With these, you always have to attack them from the rear. Kind of considering these guys are all in prison, maybe that's not. I don't know if that was the game's attempt at humor or the fact that your lead character is a convict and he gets special abilities. Giving bonus damage when attacking from the rear is kind of... I'm sure that maybe that wasn't intended as a joke, but I find it kind of amusing myself.
What once, man?
You can see these are the poor mutated creatures. I think it has something to do with the radioactivity of the sun on Mars. If you remember, like Total Recall, you know, they had the people who had suffered the mutations from the sun's radiation. So, and these guys are kind of the lower rung of society, obviously, and kind of hated and despised. Now let's get right to it.
Are you the dust they're looking for?
Do I seem a hero? Why is the man asking this?
Just answer me. If it isn't you, then who?
We will not do nothing. We will not betray Hero. Attack the man. Man, not it. The dust that man seeks, named scum.
Alright, so he tried to put up a bit of a fight, but that was... Okay, that's Stain. We're not looking for interesting names. I don't know if this is a low self-esteem support group or something. Jeez. Stain, Scum, and Grime, I think.
What do you want with me, man?
Don't bother playing innocent. I know you're the one the guards are looking for.
For what reason does the man accuse in such a manner?
You may be strong, but your people aren't all as sturdy as you. If you want to get all these guys to rise up with you, you'll need to be better prepared to fight.
So I suppose there is no longer a reason to hide the fact. What will you do with this knowledge, man?
You want a better life here? I want a better life somewhere else. I suggest we put aside our differences and work together.
In what manner, man?
I have a feeling it's only a matter of time before the situation becomes really explosive between the guards and the dust. Especially after your little outburst.
The abuse we suffer is abominable. I acted through anger, and yet I believe it was truly just.
I'm not judging you, so save your excuses. I'm just asking for a little time. Don't start anything until you get my signal. I'm preparing something as well, and our two plans will work a lot better if we're coordinated.
You yourself have raised a hand against the dust. What guarantee have we that you are not attempting to ensnare us?
Test me.
So be it. We have need of cutting tools, man. Each workshop in this camp has a toolbox which it is forbidden to touch. Bring us 2 of these boxes. By helping us, you shall prove your good faith.
Tools, huh? I expected maybe you'd want weapons.
The weapons you could obtain for us are too weak, man. And their disappearance would create problems for us. No. We have need of tools. With such tools, we will make weapons. Our weapons. And our destiny.
Deal. I'll bring you the tools, and you keep cool until you get my signal.
That is the agreement.
Alright, so it looks like they want us to gather some tools for them. And they're going to help provide the distraction for our escape. So we'll check our map and see where we need to go. Back to Camp 19 to find the tools here. Now the story for the game is coming together nicely. It's kind of a puzzle, you know, little pieces from different areas, and we're still pretty early in the story. Actually, just saw that hint on the loading screen there. I was talking about Dragon Age earlier and how I enjoyed the strategic combat of Dragon Age. Apparently, this actually has a pause timer similar to Dragon Age, so which I was unaware of. But if you hit the Q to bring up this strategic window, Looks a lot, almost a little bit like the Dragon Age interface on Xbox, where you can go and kind of select different abilities to use at a particular time. Okay, and we found the tools. You don't actually get to go inside of the workshop. Just search it from the exterior. And interestingly enough, I don't see a location for the second set of tools there. They're probably not going to be down there. Okay, so that's something we'll just keep our eye out for, that other workshop. We will have to find a prisoner with access to the cistern.
What can I do for you, prisoner?
We cleaned out the drilling well, and I'm kind of bored. Apparently the guys who work at the cistern have it easy.
You haven't been here long enough. Till now, only prisoners who've been here a long time get to work there. Jay over there is the guy who picks the team. One of the first guys here.
I'm kind of bored. You got any work for me?
You're the guy who gave the mechanic a hand, right? He needs you again. You should go see him.
And where's he hanging out this time?
Like I should know. Not at the sand bath, apparently. He finished there.
Okay, I'll try to find him. See ya.
Right.
Oh shit, this stuff is finished. I'll never.
Hey, you're working in a different part of the camp, but you still look stuck.
Ah, no, but this camp is a real hole. A million things to repair, but no equipment. What do they take me for? A technomancer? I can't pull the parts out of my hat, and that asshole in procurement didn't follow up on my order. Apparently, the file got lost. Oh, when they see the technomancer, they shit themselves, but when it comes to working, they're nowhere to be found.
What do you need?
4 coils and some copper wire. Not easy finding good copper wire around here. You manage to get by, maybe you'll find some.
I can always try.
Thanks, Roy. That would really help me out. Least I can say. This time I'm writing to the boss.
Okay, well, the mechanic's looking for copper wire to make repairs. The quests, for the most part, so far, they make sense. I mean, they're not... Whoa. Oh, dogs. Oh, darn it. Uh-oh. A little trouble hitting this guy here. It's interesting, he doesn't seem to be fighting back like in any way. So I think this game does seem to have some AI problems with combat, but it could just be that I'm playing on normal difficulty. But even on normal difficulty, I mean, you can see when this thing turns, it's very slow to attack, very unaggressive. Considering it's supposed to be a mad dog, I find it to be highly unaggressive. And there's no friendly fire. And you can see another, as it went down there, another kind of like little animation glitch. But that should, that should complete our quest for the dogs there. Okay, so it looks like the other dog, there was only one. One dog that had the sample we were looking for. So. And looks like there's the next dog.
Ah, there you are, Roy. You kept me waiting. There were too many guards the last time we met. Wouldn't have been too smart to show our merchandise in front of so many eyes. But this is a bit quieter, so we can talk more openly. And you can understand where you went wrong. You don't know who you're dealing with, buddy. But don't worry. You'll learn.
I'm trying to look on my... There we go. We'll throw a bomb at you. Oh, turn around. At least the dog's good for something. There you go. Yeah, if you're playing this, don't get the sand throw. Oh, wait, it did blind somebody, actually. Oh, the sand throw actually worked for once. I still gotta imagine that the sand throw is one of the worst powers in the game. Either that or... The thing where you get the extra damage for the rear attacks, the extra criticals for the rear attacks. Obviously, I don't have anything to compare it to because I've always had it, but I'm pretty sure that it's useful. A, against the dogs. And B, you know, when you are able to get someone in the sand blinded situation, you know, I'm sure I'm doing, you know, that much more damage out of you.
Kind of a bad impression, huh? Never mind.
Alright guys, after 100, hey, you're back up again. Thanks for calling into this episode, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll come back and we'll continue this this quest to find out what's going on with the dogs in the POW camp. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.